Hello everyone and welcome back to Galahad Games. Today we are going to be continuing on with the Dwarves. I am sorry for the hiatus that I took from posting videos, but I was fairly sick. I couldn't even sit at the computer. But instead of boring you with that, let's jump right in here. Continue on with our journey, see what's up
You
ahead
see a
here.
flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
Approach the fire audibly, sneak closer to find out who's there, ignore it. Let's ignore it, because nobody seems
You
to
follow
really
the
like
path for
dwarves.
about a mile and then set up camp. The next morning, you continue your journey.
Let's go this way.
You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
Follow the path down to the gate, look over to the other side. Let's look over.
Your eyes roam the land on the other side of the river. You estimate that you will soon have completed half of the journey to Blacksaddle, but you still can't make out the mountain on the horizon.
Follow
The
the
guards
path
on
to
the
the gate.
palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
Alright. Let's head over to the gate and get into this.
The double gate is made of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications.
We'll talk to
Some
the
of the
guard.
guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there! What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
Please let me in. I don't want to spend the night under the stars. I'm a dwarf, I'll have you know, and I demand entry. Please let me in.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travellers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stayed closed once night has fallen.
There is certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
You've got some interesting decorations up there. Your gate doesn't make a very stable impression. I owe someone in the village 20 pieces of gold, bribe the guard, or stay alert and conversation. Well, let's tell them the gate doesn't look stable.
I'm a blacksmith and a dwarf. Let me tell you, your gate might look solid, but it won't withstand a real orc assault.
The murmuring all around him makes the man pause for a moment. If anyone else had criticized the stronghold, they'd have been laughed down and shooed away. But no one understands defense systems like the dwarves.
A dwarf blacksmith who just happens to be standing in front of our gate?
Well, I'm a farrier, but I have read about it. Of course, I'm responsible for the defense of the High Pass in the Blue Range. That's a lie.
That's right. I can see to it that orcs crack open their skulls on your gate, just like at home on the High Pass. Skulls that add up to hard cash for you.
You only know about the secondling stronghold from books, but you can see in the man's face you've pushed the right buttons.
All right then. You can spend the night in the village. You begin work tomorrow morning, and it had better work like you promised.
Of course. It's a trifle.
Alright, so we made it into the village.
After a meal, you spend the night in the comfort and shelter of a Goodwater tavern. The next morning, you feel fully refreshed. You strengthen the gate with cross braces of wood and iron, using your experience and skill. Now it should be able to withstand an attack for much longer. Mercenaries and villagers alike watch you work, clearly impressed. As you finish, a man approaches you.
Well done, dwarf. We were right to bring you into our village.
The village grew rich through bridge tolls, and this wealth must be defended.
The gate is reinforced as promised, but now I need to go. If my work pleases you, I'd have nothing against payment for it.
You're proud of what you've achieved in such a short time. You've even invested more time than was wise.
I was happy to help. But half the day is lost and I must be on my way.
A strong dwarf like you will always be welcome here in Goodwater. Be careful out there. Who knows where the orcs might be lurking?
And we will continue on our way.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old.
Set up your camp at the old fireplace. Put up camp at the old fireplace and try to stay awake. Set up camp hidden in the crown. Yeah, let's stay hidden.
You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armor on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground, and what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
I am Sinthras of Son Balsur. My master, Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnots and Bashkug.
The Kragnar Shore tribe will conquer the most land.
Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone!
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard.
Well, that doesn't look good. Good thing we played it cautious. It seems like playing it cautious in this game
The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life.
pays off.
You spent every single moment afraid that you would be found and savaged by the orcs. But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
Climb out of the oak tree, observe longer. Well, cautious worked for us the first time.
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully for any noise. But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
Climb out of the tree, observe the situation a little longer. Why have that option still if it wasn't useful?
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully for any noise. But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
Alright, guess we'll get out of the tree then.
You're overcome by the urge to vomit. You have, of course, heard the stories, but seeing with your own eyes that orcs actually do eat humans is a long way from just reading about it.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fuskar, in front of you. A grounding. Perfect for a spotted breakfast.
Draw your axe and confront the orcs. Throw your axe at the leader and try to escape. So
You
draw our
know
axe.
that you're no warrior, but you want to face the orcs as a child of the Divine Smith. Perhaps you'll manage to kill at least one of them, so as not to appear so undwarven in Varacus's eyes.
I'll give you something to chew on. Vracus made us of stone.
Oink, oink, little piggies! By Barrowin's beard! How did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight! Hey, that one was mine! You're just too slow, dear brother! Too slow? Just wait!
On my way.
Alright,
Yeah!
and now we're in the fight.
Huh? Huzzah!
I lost my cursor.
I didn't hit you very hard! Huh? As good as done! All right! As good as done!
I need help over here, quickly.
What is yes. He hardly put up a fight! Yeah!
Man, they just go straight for the weakest one of the group.
Attack! And what now? Who's next?
Vile creature.
Huh? Yeah! He cheated! Too easy!
Vracus!
This is difficult.
What is it? I didn't hit you very hard! Too easy! On my way! I didn't hit you very hard!
Alright, let's reload up. That was way more difficult than expected. We'll try this again.
Yes? At once.
Alright, head back to there.
Huh?
You head to here.
Of course! Huh?
And you to here.
As good as done.
Because
Huh?
Tungdil is way too easy to kill.
Yeah!
On my way.
And what now? What is it?
I need help over here, quickly. Huh?
Okay, that wasn't supposed to
do
hit
that yet.
him.
Understood.
Yeah! What is it?
That wasn't good.
For Vracus. Huh?
Yes?
put up a
Bad luck for you! Yeah! Huh? With pleasure.
Vile creature.
Say goodbye forever. Pow! Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Huh?
Yeah! Attack!
Man, that was my fault. I accidentally hit him with one of my own attacks. I didn't think it was going to hit him.
Yes? At once.
If we keep losing, we'll have to,
What is it? On my way! And what now?
we'll have to lower the difficulty.
Ah! What is it? Ah! Yeah! Yes? Ah! Oh, what bad luck for you! Pow! Another one bites the dust.
He hardly put up a fight.
Huh? Ha ha! Another one bites the dust.
Please wait a moment.
Ha ha!
Understood. End it.
What is it? With pleasure. All right.
He hardly put up a fight.
Yeah.
At once.
Man,
On my way.
why does he keep
I
hitting
didn't hit
us?
you very hard.
They're hitting me pretty hard.
What is it? Come here, you. Pow! Another one bites the dust. Huh? On my way. Say goodbye forever. I didn't hit you very hard. With pleasure. Pow! Another one bites the dust. On my way. With pleasure.
Uh-huh. Understood. Huh? At once. Yes? Attack!
Huzzah!
You two go after them.
What is it? Say goodbye forever. Too easy.
Uh-huh.
Who's now? Another
Understood.
one bites the dust.
For breakfast.
Ah!
Uh-huh.
Ha ha! Come here, you.
Okay, can you stop hitting our own
I need
guys?
help over here. Quickly.
Oh, what bad luck for you.
Friendly fire is pretty annoying in this game.
Oink oink. That's all. No more orcs. Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be tongued ill? Well fought? But he fought like a... Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindale Hookhand of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you. Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
You were sent to find me? There are more orcs here than anyone could ever wish for.
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabor sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's Death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master. And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
There are more orcs than anyone could
There was a
wish
meeting
for.
last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod On who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boindal? Peggy snouts! The Elfar from Son Balzur and the Orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
We must help the humans against the orcs. What does the High King want with me?
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to... The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's Death. We should get going.
We must help the humans against the
We've
orcs.
got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, but it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death Fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Broron will take care of the orcs. We three must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior. But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
I must fulfill Lot Yonan's orders before I can go to Ogre's Death.
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the Secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot Yonan.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way. All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name. Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
Alright. No wonder we sucked. We're at level 1. Tunnel sweeps an enemy off his feet. A lateral blow dealing damage to several enemies and knocking them sideways. Huh. We'll go with this, because we can reset it at a later time. And we will continue on to Blacksaddle. Sooner we get to Blacksaddle, sooner we can go see the Dwarf King.
There are dead orcs lying in the defensive trenches and strewn over the meadows in front of the city. Some of the locals are busy throwing the bodies on pyres, while others repair the minor damage done to the city wall.
Enter Steepleton, leave and continue. We'll leave and continue for now.
You see a camp with a wagon and 2 people on the edge of the path. Behind them, Blacksaddle towers up above a thick, dark forest, about a half a day's journey away.
Stay where you are and continue to watch what happens. Go to the humans and speak to them. Let's do that.
You don't want to give them a shock, so you address them while you're still a distance away.
Hello, friends. Is there any space by your fire?
The 2 traders look up and visibly jump when they see you 3 dwarves.
Ah, hello. Yes, of course.
It doesn't escape your attention that you seem to be causing the traders some uneasiness, but you take up their offer and sit down.
We're only travelers. We're looking
Sorry.
for someone who's said to live on Blacksaddle. A hermit.
Someone who lives here?
The traders exchange amazed looks.
If they live here, they must be mad.
Normally we wouldn't stop and rest here, but the horses are too exhausted. Our departure from Parista was delayed and we must have driven them too hard.
Why does Blacksaddle make you uneasy? You come from Porista. Show me what you have for sale. Time to set up camp for the night.
Why does Blacksaddle make you feel uneasy? It doesn't look particularly inviting, but it's only a mountain.
Only a mountain? You don't know the legend?
The trader looks at you and the twins for affirmation, but you all shake your heads.
Blacksaddle was once known as Cloudpiercer, and it towered up into the heavens, the upper slopes of pure gold and the summit covered in snow. The humans wanted to attain this wealth, but the smooth slopes and the dazzling summit made the climb impossible. They called on the dwarves to help them. They were able to tunnel up through Cloudpiercer to the top. They hollowed it out and carried away the gold. The humans demanded that the treasure be shared, but the dwarves refused, and as they argued, the mountain began to tremble.
There were too many holes inside for it to hold together. It collapsed and buried both greedy parties underneath it. The mountain lost its tremendous size and its beauty, and ever since has haunted both humans and dwarves with its erosive hatred, causing even the rocks to turn black over time.
Pfft. Never heard of it. Sounds like human tittle-tattle. Dwarves would never hollow out a mountain so much that it collapses.
You come from Porista?
You come from Porista. How are things there?
No news to speak of, I'd say. Well, except for Nudin the Knowledge Lusty.
You know Nudin the Knowledge Lusty. Lot Yonan introduced him to you many years ago during a visit.
What about him?
Oh, nothing really. Just rumors.
You nod at the trader to continue.
He's behaving strangely and disappears into his tower for days on end.
Merely looks ill, apparently. Or that's what someone I know said. Perhaps he got a spell wrong.
Yeah, let's see what they have for sale. We'll buy 20 rations. Sort of strength. Talisman of protection. When damage is received, there is a 50% chance to reduce the damage by 50%. Talisman of healing. 10% chance to regenerate. 10% health. Yeah, we want to keep those. Set up camp.
Later in the night, after eating together and some friendly conversation by the campfire, you all decide to sleep. But you take the first watch. It's a night in which nothing happens, and the next morning the traders set off early. After breakfast, you also continue on your journey.
This should take us to Black Saddle.
After a march through the thick pine forest, Black Saddle, the sinister tabletop mountain, and your journey's destination rises up before you.
Are you sure that the Famulus lives here?
Yes, according to Lot Yonan.
Although you try to put a lot of assurance into your voice, you too see no signs that anyone lives here.
No castle, no tunnel, no camp. There's nothing here but mountain.
Then we'll have to take a closer look.
You do that, scholar. We'll be waiting for you here.
You think about objecting, but it would just be a waste of breath.
Alright, let's search the area. Not that it's easy to see with all the fog.
No trace of Garen here either. If he's close, then there must be some kind of cave somewhere in the mountain.
Alright. I thought I saw a change. Okay, down this way maybe? Yeah, okay, we can go down here.
An old tree. Looks like it could fall down at any moment.
Oh, let's fell the tree so we can climb up.
There we go. Too steep. I can't get a grip anywhere.
So then over here.
I should be able...
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to click.
Phew. That was close.
Okay, we'll climb again.
I hope this is all worth it.
And I will take my hand away from the mouse so I don't accidentally click again.
Here's a... No, forget it.
I can barely even see that up there. Oop. I didn't even think I clicked it. This game has sensitive clicks.
There's something engraved on it.
You realize with surprise that they are runes in the Dwarven language.
Alright. We will read these runes in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe and let me know down in the comments what you want to see. And I will see you guys in the next one.